This story happened a few years ago. As you can read, The Stranger at 3 a.m. What it was me and my friends were all staying at my other friend's house because his parents had to be away on some business and he had to go with them, so he asked us if we could just watch the house. Which we were fine with that, by the way. My other two friends and I were just hanging out, minding our own business, which was good for me because I had to go to Burger King the next day. I didn't have a car then, so I'd mostly have to rely on rides. However, my boss was going to be the one working that day, and they were going to be the one to pick me up because they literally lived a few houses over, so which is good. I could walk to their house. Anyways, we couldn't sleep that night, so we just hung out on the porch, just minding our own business. And it was 3 a.m. But then, suddenly, this truck appeared. In this truck was this scraggly-looking guy with facial hair, a red tank top. Looked like he was scratching his arm, and his jeans were kind of ripped a little. He stood there for about a good while, but the truck sped off. Well, speed off, whatever. But as soon as he came up there, he asked my friends, "Hey, could I use your house phones?" We were a little shocked by this, and we're like, we got cell phones? And he's like, "No, I need to use a house phone." Kept looking around like he was nervous. I didn't know this, but my two friends already went inside the house, leaving me alone with this weirdo. And I was thinking, okay, just stare at him. And I noticed he kept staring at me a little oddly and kept scratching his arms, and his eyes were kind of moving around all over the place. I don't want to say he was on anything, but he definitely wasn't right to me. He kept mumbling some stuff and kept scratching his arm more violently, and it was starting to bother me out. He says, "Oh, can I please use your house phone? Can I please use your house phone? Can I please use your house phone?" Then I made up an excuse for me not to be near him. I said, "Sorry, sir, but I have to go to the bathroom." I silently went in and tried to make it look like I wasn't being suspicious and locked the door. My other two friends were in the hallways, and they're like, "Crap, we were on our way to get you when we realized you didn't come in with us." Anyways, I suggested we call the cops on this guy. He was clearly being weird, but my friends decided to call. My other friend will call Jay, since this was Jay's parents' house. We called Jay, and we finally got him on the phone, and he says, "Oh, crap, is the guy still around?" And we looked out the window, and to our surprise, the man was gone. To make sure he was gone, we all searched around the backyard and all that, with flashlights on. And yeah, he just pretty much left. I guess he must have think something was up or that we were going to call the cops or something. So he just pretty much took off. And Jay's like, okay, well, we'll be home shortly. Me and my parents are done. We're done now, so with what we're doing, we'll be on home as quick as we could. I was a little worried, and my friends even were a little worried because I had to go walk to work. Well, not to work, but to my boss's house. So I decided to call my boss on the phone, and they said they were willing to pick me up. So I waited there for my boss, and around 6 or 7 a.m., after we opened, I got a hold of my friends to ask if the guy ever came back, and is Jay home. Jay and his parents returned home, and the man never came back. After that, we never knew what happened to that guy or what he did. My only thought was, what was this guy trying to do? Like, we offered to let him use our cell phone if he needed to call someone, but he didn't want it. He just wanted to get in the house and use the house phone. I want to say my friends and I kind of dodged a bullet there. And if he tried something, we could have taken him. I just hope we don't have to find out one day. Either way, that was a pretty terrifying situation to be in. If you ever see someone like this acting strange behaviors, just make an excuse to get out of that situation as quick as you can, or get police on the phone, or whatever you think is best. Anyways, that's my story. The Stranger at 3 a.m. Still Too Normal, signing off.